Hello class 6. Today we are going to start our part 3rd of this chapter, which is the symbols of elements. So students, you know that there are so many elements that we have learned, like hydrogen is there, helium is there, lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, etc. So many elements are there. So students, initially Berzelius, who was a very famous scientist, according to him, he said that we will use the first letter of the element, like oxygen. For oxygen they would use O, but students, it will not be possible because there are many more elements which starts with O. So students, then what happened? Then we had started taking the second letter of the element, like suppose there is carbon, so carbon has Ca, like, and then there is calcium, it also has Ca. So students, then what was decided, that if they're both the first two letters are same, then the first letter of the element name in the Latin language will be considered. Like students, suppose this cobalt has CO, copper also has CO, so it can't be used. So what did we do? We study like this. For copper, we write Cu, which is the first two letters of the Latin name, that is cuprum. So for copper we use Cu, and for cobalt we use Co. And hence the symbol is a short form that also represents an atom of a specific element. An atom is the smallest unit of an element. Students, you can see here this chart, and this you have to make in your notebook. These are the first 20 elements, and these are their symbols. Now there are some common elements, and where do they occur? In the universe. So students, in the universe, hydrogen and helium are the elements which are present abundantly. And in the earth crust, there is oxygen, there is silicon, there is aluminium, iron. Likewise, in the atmosphere, you know that nitrogen is the most abundant element present in the atmosphere. Then in the human body, there is carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, etc. So these are present abundantly. Now students, compound. What are the compounds? So students, compounds are actually the pure substances which are formed by the chemical combination of two or more elements in a definite proportion. Okay, like water is there, marble is there, glucose is there, etc. Now students, now you will have a question. So why water is a compound? Because beta, water is made up of hydrogen and oxygen. So you know this thing, that hydrogen and oxygen are two different elements, so they are combining together and then they are producing a compound. So compound is actually made up of two or more elements. Now students, here are some compounds given, and what elements they are made up of, it is also given. So you will make this table also in your notebook. And now students, what is molecule? So students, if you remember, in the half-yearly syllabus I have told you that atom is the smallest unit, and students, when two or more atoms combine together, they make a molecule. Okay, so molecule is the smallest unit of a compound. A molecule of a compound consists of atoms of two or more elements. Like students, in the water there was the hydrogen and oxygen. So students, in this there were the two atoms of hydrogen and one atom of the oxygen, and hence they have the formula H2O. Okay students, and this is what is being explained here. And we simply can't break the compound. We would do that by chemical ways. So students, that's all for today's class. In the next class we will learn about the atoms, molecules, etc. Bye, take care.